Hello everyone, well we're back today doing another CSS battle. I'll try my best again to talk and explain my way through what I'm doing. Today I'm going to change it up a little bit and instead of trying to follow the game of the CSS battle, I want to try and not create so many bad habits by pushing myself to do least characters possible and best score possible. So instead I'm going to focus on writing good quality code and try not to think about the amount of characters I'm using and the score I'm getting. Yeah, my aim is to get as close as possible to the solution and hopefully explain myself and teach you something along the way. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss a video in this series. So let's get started here. It's going to be a little bit of a shift today in this one, so I'm not getting rid of all the characters, you know. I'm going to write it nicely spaced out in the way that I usually would when writing websites for my clients. So we'll set the background to start off with, and then if I quickly think about what I'm thinking of doing for this one, and when I look at this pattern, I think I can create a div container for this, which is going to be a flex box in the direction of a column. So we'll have a div up here, a div in the middle, and a div at the bottom, and the one in the middle can also be a flex box container. I like to look at sometimes the problems that I'm faced with and imagine them in either like a grid pattern or a flexbox pattern. So we'll start off by setting the body as display flex. We'll set this first div as class equals container as the outer container. We can set this to margin of auto, if I can spell properly. There we go, and it's centered there. Let's just set this for now so you can kind of see my idea. Let's set it white. We'll set this to 200, this to 200. Or if we use, I'll go with percentages as well, just so you can see the idea of what I might usually do on a responsive. So we don't need the height there, do we? That's weird. I mean, I usually use like maybe a view height or something, but let's change that to 200 pixels. Okay. Yeah, so the width would be responsive with 50% there. And then what we're looking for, maybe 45%? 44%? Okay, percent is going to be difficult. Can we do 44.5%? Okay, perfect. So you've got the width correct. You set this maybe 180. You've got the height correct. This is going to be a display of flex, and then you set the flex direction, which usually defaults to row, so it'll go from left to right. If we change that to flex direction column, that'll go from top to bottom instead now. So that's our outer container in place. Then we want the, we want to target this as dot container as well, not div. Let's space this HTML nicely. Not worrying about white space anymore. So this top div can be, we might actually have to set, I think, justify content here. of space between, so it pushes the top and bottom to the edges, and the middle stays in the middle. Hopefully, we'll find out at the end, but we can play around with that. Then we want this. We're going to give it a class of top. We can target the top class. Give it a background. Of that color. And let's give it a height of 30 pixels and a width. Oops. What's it done here now? Okay, so it's already gone for the 100% width. Should we say, if we try and keep it responsive again and go 60%? That looks fairly close. And then can we do align self end? There we go. I think that's perfect actually. Yeah. We could also set let's set like a bar here, so we can use that for, if we copy and paste this, we get the idea now. So we have a top bar and a bottom bar. We can share the same CSS as the top, so we can take the height and the background, the width, and put it a bar. And then actually we won't need, okay, it is slightly off, 61%, no, 59%, 59% looks perfect. And then we won't need this class anymore actually, because it already aligns itself to the left there. And then we're going to have a div in the middle here. This one is going to be the inner container. And then inside here we can have square, square, and the middle H bar for, no, V bar for, and we'll set that to also no, let's just keep that as V bar now for vertical bar in the middle. So inner container, let's set the inner container to display flex, and justify content, space between again. Yeah, that should be okay. And it should take the full width, and the height is default to auto, so you shouldn't have to change them. Let's move this beneath. Then we can do square. This can be, again, let's take some of the styling from here. Let's go. I think a height and a width of 30 pixels. Okay, we're back. I spelled square wrong. That was a silly mistake to make. They look roughly the right size. They just need to be let's call this one left and this one right. We can do within the square CSS, we can do and dot left target the one that has a square class and a left class, and we can set the, can I do it align? I always get mixed up between align and then justify. Align self start. No. Justify self start. Inner containers flex, space between. Oh, that's the point. I haven't actually set the at the moment it's the height of auto, so the height is only 30, so it's going straight down the middle. We need to set this middle bar, the vertical bar. So if we do dot v bar, again let's copy and paste this because it's easier. So we've got the background color, we've got the width to be 30. Right. Yeah, I'll put that inside the square. That's a bad mistake again then. Let's get this outside. So we've got V-bar. The height needs to be a bit higher than that, doesn't it? So it needs to be, let's say 80. That looks pretty close. We're looking at here, that looks perfect. So now if we set this to end, no, I think align self. There we go, align self end. I think we've got that perfect. So now we can take away the background color on here. We don't need the right again because that's already in position. So there we go. I think that should give us 100% score. And we're not going to worry too much about the characters today. Still giving us a 600, which is good. And yeah, if you made it this far, and if anyone is wondering the keyboard and mouse that I use, so this is the Keychron K3 and this is the Logitech MX Master 2S, which I know there's a 3S now as well, isn't it? But I've had this mouse for years and it's perfect. Maybe it doesn't have all the functions that a 3S does, but it has enough for me and it's really, really good. And yeah, links to these and other things that I use on my desk will be in the description. Just as a disclosure, they are Amazon affiliate links, so any purchases made will give me a small kickback, but they won't cost you, the price will be the same for you guys. So thank you in advance if anyone does decide to purchase through using my links. And yeah, again, thanks if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you feel like you learned something today, I'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and subscribe for more CSS battles and some new things coming soon. Check out some of the other videos in the playlist, linked in the description below as well. You can also find links to my socials, website, and as I mentioned, Amazon links down in the description. Thanks for watching, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.